Hi everyone, here's 5 ways you can use music at your next event. Today we're going to look at some ways that you can use music at your next event that doesn't cost you a cent and are going to help you achieve your event objectives. Welcome to the Event Manager video blog series brought to you by EventMB, the #1 video blog for event professionals in partnership with Song Division. Hi, I'm Andy Sharp, CEO of Song Division. The first tip is to get them singing. And I know it sounds super cheesy, very kumbaya, but it doesn't have to be that way. First off, let me give you the scientific reason why singing is great to have in your event toolkit. A German study in 2014 stated that singing with other people releases twice the amount of oxytocin into our system. Now, oxytocin is the cuddle chemical that creates social bonds with other people. So if one of the objectives of your next event is to strengthen the social bonds amongst your attendees, and let's face it, that's why we're putting on meetings and events, wouldn't you love to pump an extra dose of oxytocin through everybody's veins? To paraphrase Professor Robin Dunbar from Oxford University, music is fundamental in our ability to hold together large communities of individuals. Our pre-human ancestors bonded by grooming each other, i.e. picking fleas off each other's backs, which released oxytocin and hormonally cemented their social bonds. But there are only so many monkeys you can groom in a day, and so to reach larger groups that made humanity so successful, we had to evolve into using something bigger and better that would produce oxytocin on a mass scale. And according to Professor Dunbar, that magic ingredient is music. So music evolved as a way for us to share our emotions, which in turn increased our oxytocin levels, creating really powerful social bonds. Find out who's having a birthday at your next event and get everybody to sing them happy birthday. It's a great excuse for a sing-along and everybody knows the words. If someone's winning a special award, find out who their favourite classic artist is and play that song where they're being awarded. Whether it's Frank Sinatra or the Rolling Stones, pick a song that they love and everybody can sing along with. Or if your event is celebrating a recent success, you can get them to sing Queen's We Are the Champion. I know you won't be the first company or group to do it, but everybody loves it and everyone will sing along. If you've got a skilled MC with a little bit of musical experience, you can actually get them to play the audience like an instrument. Now, to see this done at the ultimate level, Google Bobby McFerrin and the World Science Festival. If you don't know, Bobby McFerrin is the one responsible for the song we all love, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Tip number 2, select an event theme song. Now, why is music so much more potent at evoking memories than just words? Why do songs pull back memories more effectively than a speech or a PowerPoint presentation? There are 2 reasons for this. Number 1, music is a super stimulant, and unlike any other input, it arouses almost every area of our brain. Number 2, music itself is emotional, designed specifically to stir our feelings, and emotional memories have been proven in many studies to form permanent records in our brain. So if a memory or memories are associated with a certain song, then every time we hear that song, those memories will come flooding back from the furthest corners of our brain. When we hear our favourite song from our teenage years, we instantly remember that first kiss, the summer vacation, or the smell of flowers from our grandparents' rose garden. If one of the objectives of your next event is for your attendees to remember the event long after they've left, then tie that memory to a specific song. Pick a song to be your event anthem, something that fits the theme of your event and suits your audience demographic. Try and avoid those top 40 hits that are used for 1,000 sports promos and highlights reels, because those songs, the Black Eyed Peas, the Justin Timberlake songs, they're great songs, but they're already tied to 1,000 different memories. Pick something that hasn't been overplayed. There's plenty of amazing music out there, and then use it throughout your entire event to play walk-ins for general sessions and to play speakers on and off the stage. If you've got the in-house music talent or budget for a music producer, write and record your own original song so that the memory of your event is tied specifically to that song. Whatever song you choose, The key here is consistency. Play it regularly throughout the event, like the theme song in a TV show, so that whenever your audience hears that song in the future, they're going to think back to your event. Tip number 3, identify in-house talent. Now, every group has someone within their ranks that has some musical talent that you can use to connect with your audience in a really personal way. Every day I work with some of the biggest musical names on the planet, and I see how much joy they bring corporate groups around the world. But that joy is never at the scale that we see when one of their own is up on stage, one of your audience members is up on stage, revealing hidden talents and elevating your group outside of the day-to-day emails and chaos of just everyday existence by creating this special, unique, shared experience that they're going to remember forever. Tip number 4, crowdsourcing playlists. Leading up to your next themed party, whether it be something like Halloween or the Oscars, ask your guests as part of the invitation to submit their favourite scary songs or movie soundtracks. If you're using Facebook or an event app, it can double up as a really fun social media campaign leading up to your next event. So rather than a random DJ providing the music on the night, it's your guests creating their own digital jukebox that's going to get the party started. Tip number 5, get the background music right. Now that you've decided to use music to bring your next event to life, don't blow it by playing the wrong music at the wrong time. Music sets the mood, so it can really make or break your next event. Now, like choosing speakers or venues or food, you need to include it in the planning process and make sure it's aligned with your event objectives. You really need to get the volume right at events. How many events have we all been to where it's a networking event and we're trying to talk to the person next to us and we can't hear a thing and we're complaining about the volume of the music? So you need to rehearse that with your AV team and keep in mind that when you're playing music in an empty room, it's going to be a different volume to when you've got it filled with 1,000 people. So that's something that you need to be constantly monitoring and rehearsing. Same with when you've got the party band. The volume needs to be loud enough and have enough energy to get people on the dance floor without it being a Motorhead concert and scaring everybody off. Background music isn't just for parties, it's fantastic for educational sessions as well. If you're trying to motivate your crowd, or if it's after lunch when everybody's energy is a bit low, play faster paced music and that actually will get everybody's systems blood pumping a bit faster. And if it's more contemplative, cerebral session, you can use some more soothing, say classical music to slow everybody's brain waves down from beta waves to alpha waves, which is a much more receptive, creative place for people's brains to be in when they're in a learning environment. So there you have it, 5 ways you can use music at your next event. This was brought to you by EventMB, the #1 blog for event professionals in partnership with Song Division. Remember to subscribe to EventMB on YouTube or Facebook, and if you enjoyed the video, we'd love you to give it a thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching.